Hi, I'm Will Spillman.
And I'm Alexa Tamaris, and you're watching WCAT's Weekly News. As we begin to transition into a new season, we want to recap some winter events and also tell you about the exciting spring events coming up very soon.
Last week, the boys and girls swim teams competed at the state meet at Georgia Tech, and both teams captured state titles. For more on the meet, let's send it over to reporter Isabella Velarde.
The swim and dive team had an amazing weekend this past weekend at Georgia Tech, both on Friday and on Saturday. The girls and the boys team were able to come home with a state championship title, so congratulations to them. There were many state championships in individual events, such as the 50 free with junior Eliza Normard and the 100 fly with senior Jack Stone. The boys' 200 free relay, including Jack Stone, Chris Staley, Connor, and Cole Hinkes, blew it out of the water, placing first and becoming All-American, which is a huge honor in the world of swimming.
It's a dream come true. You know, when I was like a freshman, sophomore, I was looking at those record boards, looking at the times, and I was like, oh my gosh, that would be so crazy to win. Do that, like great work at state. So
I was just really thinking about all the work that we put into the season and all the hours and everything spent in school at practice and at other meets, and it was just a great feeling to get up there and see everything pay off. And looking forward to next season, trying to do the same thing and put in work and just keep focused on what we're doing.
Make sure to congratulate any swimmers you see around campus. I'm Isabella with WCAT. Back to you in the studio.
Congratulations to the Catfish. In other exciting news, Bill Derezowitz, acclaimed author of Excellent Sheep, was on campus this week. His book focuses on education of the elite and how students can have a thorough and positive college experience. Mr. Derezowitz attended Columbia University and taught at Yale, and he has some interesting insights that can be valuable to the Westminster community.
You guys are the most excellent generation in the history of the world, meaning that you're great at being students, which really means that you're great at doing what the grown-ups want, what your teachers want, what your coaches want, what your parents want, the APs, the hoop jumping. That's not necessarily the same as intellectual curiosity or deep thought. It's great at being a student.
Mr. Derezowitz talked to parents and faculty, and I had the opportunity to sit down with him and ask him some questions. You can find the interview with him on the WCAT YouTube channel later next week.
Now let's get into some upcoming events happening as soon as tomorrow. Join Westminster's global education programs and the Glenn Institute for Around the World in 80 Bites. It is a fun, family-oriented global event that includes various food tastings, live performances, student presentations, games, and other exciting activities.
Yes, and as you said, it will take place tomorrow, February 10th from 3 to 5 p.m. in the Oglesby Room in the middle school. Don't miss out on this beloved annual event.
Now, for a February holiday everyone loves, Valentine's Day.
And here at Westminster, we have two Valentine's Day traditions that make the day even more enjoyable. This past week, all 4 grades were sent a data-match questionnaire, and results for your perfect match will be coming out on Valentine's Day. And if you're feeling extra bold with your #1 match, you can buy a Valentine's Day card outside of the lunchroom next Wednesday and send it to them to be delivered during homeroom. The cards only cost $1, so don't miss your chance to tell someone special how you really feel.
If you're my #1, hit me up. We can go on a date. Maybe we'll have a good time.
You heard it here first. Anyway, now let's go to sports anchor Jack Hunter with his weekly sports report.
Thanks, guys. All winter athletes and teams have concluded their seasons except for wrestler Jack Polimus, who advanced from the sectional tournament last week and will wrestle with a state championship on the line this weekend. The winter season was a huge success for many teams, including the squash teams who recently competed at the U.S. High School Championship in Philadelphia last week. The boys squash team won the national championship by defeating St. Anne's School of New York 5-2 in the finals. The girls team finished second place after a hard-fought loss to Potomac School of Virginia 2-3. Both basketball seasons are over after first-round exits in the region tournament hosted here at Westminster. The varsity boys lost 32-35 on a full-court buzzer beater by Redan, and the girls varsity team fell to pace in a hard-fought battle. The Barn Cats have had a fantastic season. Check out a recap video of regionals made by WCAT's own Coleman Thompson on the WCAT YouTube page. That's all for this week. I'm Jack Hunter with WCAT. Now back to you.
Westminster has definitely captured a lot of wins over the last couple of weeks. And while we're on sports, we have to talk about the new Jumbotron. I'm sure everyone has seen it. For more on one of our newest campus installations, here's reporter Parker Batten.
Hi, I'm Parker Batten. As you may have noticed on your drive into campus, Westminster has built a new Jumbotron on the athletic field. We spoke with Coach Downs about all the planning and logistics of the Jumbotron and how it will be utilized. Coach Downs, can you tell us a little bit about the logistics and planning that went into the Jumbotron?
Well, the conversations of a new scoreboard were well before my time. The scoreboard that's out there right now, I believe, might be original to the field. And that means it's been there a long, long time. So technology's changed, and the thought that it wouldn't break down every game or we wouldn't have to switch scoreboards when the light hits it was something that really told us we needed a new scoreboard.
How will the scoreboard be utilized for all the events? Will it be used for every single sporting event out there, or will it be selective?
Well, right now the plan is for the scoreboard itself to be used for every sport, every game, contest that's on the stadium field. And then as we learn how to put more content into it, then we'll be able to build it out a little bit.
What is the biggest benefit you see this Jumbotron bringing to the Westminster community?
Well, one of the reasons why we went with that scoreboard and the technology that we did is the uniqueness of WCAT.
Are there any more athletic upgrades on the way, or is this just the start of it?
Well, this is just the beginning, and I think with this new scoreboard, people will see what's out there and what's possible, and that's pretty exciting.
We also spoke with students about their reactions to the new board.
Hi, I'm here with Ayende Green, a sophomore. Ayende, what do you think about the new Jumbotron?
I think it's great for the school and for athletics. It's going to really help us for football, clock management, and be able to see the board easier.
I'm really excited for it. I heard it's going to be really cool, and it's going to have a lot of cool effects on it, so I think it'll be really cool.
Thank you, Mr. Downs, and all the students. The new Jumbotron will certainly be exciting to see what it brings to the game day experience. I'm Parker Batten. Now back to you in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for this week. I'm Will Spillman.
And I'm Alexa Tamaris. Thanks for watching the weekly news, and have a great weekend, Wildcats.